Well, Susan is a person that has accomplished so much in this community, is such a warm and giving and gentle soul, but a force of nature in her own right. When she wants to get something done, it's like straight on. But I've been involved with her in so many ways. The Relay for Life, Christmas in April, leadership. I mean, the list goes on, and so this Lifetime Achievement Award is really so precious and so well deserved.
I've had the privilege of working with Susan Rosenbaum for over 20 years. I remember my first meeting her and of her being a vision in purple, and as it turned out, that really is who Susan is. She has always been so respected by the people she works with. In fact, at a retirement party, someone talked about how she knew everyone's name, and not only did she know their names, she knew when their granddaughters were born, when they were married, all of those kinds of things. That's the specialness of who Susan is.
To me, I guess the highlight has to be the creation of the Human Service Master Plan. I can remember spending hours and hours, days and days with Ann Town and other people from ACS to be able to talk about how are we going to create a Human Service Master Plan. It had not been done any place in the state, had not been done really pretty almost any place in the country. And we really wanted to have that framework of which we could build a future for human services.
There's so much to say about Susan's humanitarian efforts. I can remember coming out of the vision for Howard County, one of the goals that was to have a master plan for human services in Howard County. And under Susan's leadership, we have now a master plan, and one that she shepherded really quite nicely.
In terms of what she's done for the community, I don't know that it's very easy to put into words, but for example, when she started years ago, over 34 years ago with the Department of Citizen Services, it was a small organization. There were no senior centers, there was no Office of Children's Services, there was no grant and aid. And Susan was there and an integral part of the development of every single one of those. Perhaps one of her finest accomplishments she'll talk about is working with Recreation and Parks to develop the Glenwood Community Center, of which the Senior Center has really been a great part.
Probably the two that I would want to mention, the first one would be Leadership U. I think it is inherent on everyone for us to be looking towards the future, for us to be talking about who is going to be the next generation to be bringing leadership in Howard County. And I think Leadership U is one of those programs, and I was very fortunate to have been involved in it from the very beginning, that's a way that we bring our youth, that we get our youth to be able to learn about the community, how important it is to get involved, to be engaged, and that hopefully that there'll be some of the people sitting in this room in the next few years. I was involved in the founding of Christmas in April, which is now rebuilding Howard County. And that's the kind of program where you're really hitting the ground running. You're totally involved with helping people, and I think that any of us in human services have to get our hands dirty. We can't sit in an office, we can't just sit there and not know what the people themselves want.
She not only does things on a professional level, but she lives them in her personal life. Whether it is volunteering, whether it's volunteering for a community-wide event, whether it's putting her money where her mouth is, so to speak. She believes in community, she believes in helping the community, and is those kinds of attributes that have really made her such a special individual, and I believe so deserving of this first annual Audrey Robbins Lifetime Achievement Award.
Well, I just send my most hearty and heartfelt congratulations to Susan. This is really a capstone for your many accomplishments in the community, and I know that we have more to come in the future, surely.
This is a very special honor for me to be recognized by ACS for the Lifetime Achievement Award. I never went into human services expecting to be honored by ACS or anybody in the community for what I have done. But on the other hand, it really does feel very special that someone has recognized the years that I have put in human services, and I feel what I have contributed to make human services what they are today.